Welcome back to Airgun Academy. We've shown you a lot about how airguns operate in past videos. Today, we're going to show you some basic maintenance on pneumatic airguns. The one thing I'm not going to cover in this video is cleaning the barrel. That subject will have its own video because it's so expansive, and it's for all airguns, not just pneumatics. As a rule, airguns don't need a whole lot of maintenance. Sometimes, just leaving them alone until you shoot them is the best thing you can do. But there are a few specific maintenance procedures you can perform. Each of the three types of pneumatic airguns have different maintenance procedures. We'll show you each type, beginning with the multi-pump. There are just a few things to remember about multi-pumps, and this goes for rifles as well as pistols. First, they need to be oiled periodically. And second, if it's possible, they need to be stored with one pump of air in them. Multi-pumps have a piston head that needs oil in order to maintain a good airtight seal. Crosman Pelgun oil is recommended, but any non-detergent 20-weight motor oil will work as well. However, do not use the spray lubricants you get at the hardware store or any household oils. To oil the gun, you open the pump handle like this. Next, put 3 or 4 drops of oil either on the spongy material in back of the pump head, like this Daisy 880 has, or on the metal pump head assembly you may find on other guns. Work the pump handle to move the piston back and forth. This spreads the oil to the inside walls of the compression chamber, and that's what seals the piston as it moves. Some oil will also get pushed through the air inlet valve and into the valve body, where it will get on the internal seals. If it's possible, always store your multi-pump pneumatic with a pump of air in it. This keeps the valves closed against airborne dirt. Some guns, like this Daisy 880, won't allow you to do that because you have to cock them before pumping. Guns like these won't allow uncocking unless they're fired. Other multi-pumps like the Benjamin 392 and 397 and the Sheridan Blue Streak let you pump them without being cocked. Or, if you were to cock them before pumping, they allow you to hold the bolt handle and pull the trigger to lower the hammer without firing the gun. One last maintenance task is to oil all the joints of the pump mechanism. You can use Crosman Pelgun oil or any household regular lubricating oil. Just don't use silicone chamber oil, because it's not formulated for parts that have metal-to-metal contact. The next type of pneumatic airgun we'll be looking at is the single-stroke. Single-stroke pneumatics get lubricated on their pump piston heads, just like multi-pumps. But unlike multi-pumps, you never want to store a single-stroke with air in it. The pump piston head in a single-stroke pneumatic is also the inlet valve seal. It's made too soft to hold compressed air for a long period of time. Limit the amount of time you leave your single-stroke compressed to 5 minutes or less. Given this time limit, you obviously never want to store a single-stroke with compressed air in it. You can also oil all the moving parts of a single-stroke gun in the same way you do a multi-pump. You should try to shoot your single-stroke pneumatic about 10 to 20 times every 6 months, just to keep the mechanism functioning. For maintenance, that's about it for single-stroke pneumatics. Next up is the pre-charged pneumatic. There's very little maintenance required for pre-charged pneumatics, which are commonly referred to as PCPs. There's no pump mechanism on the gun, so there's nothing to maintain there. Also, the internal parts are usually lubricated well enough to last for many years when they come from the factory. To ensure your PCP operates for a long time, keep air in the reservoir at all times. You can leave your PCP fully charged, or you can leave it needing a refill. Just be sure it has at least 1000 psi in it at all times in order to keep the valve sealed against airborne dust. And avoid letting any oil from getting into the air reservoir by keeping oils away from the fill port. The only lubricant to use near the fill port is diver's silicone grease on any O-rings. In this episode, we took a quick look at maintaining pneumatic air guns. Let's recap some of the main points. There are three types of pneumatic air guns: multi-pumps, single strokes, and pre-charged pneumatics. Each has specific maintenance procedures. For multi-pumps, oil the pump piston head. If possible, leave one pump of air in the gun at all times. The Daisy 880 is one type of exception. And oil the joints of the pump mechanism. For single strokes, oil the pump piston head. Never store air in the gun for more than 5 minutes, and oil the joints of the pump mechanism. For pre-charged pneumatics, always leave at least 1,000 psi of air in the reservoir, but it's okay to leave the reservoir full. And avoid letting any oil from getting into the air reservoir by keeping oils away from the fill port. Keep on watching. It will help you find the right air gun for all your shooting needs. Check back for future episodes that deal with different air guns for a variety of uses. Thanks for watching Airgun Academy. Stay tuned for another great lesson from Pyramid Air.